Hi, welcome back to my decorating series. We're going to go inside, go back to the 18th floor, and continue with a sauna. Now, I know that in the, was it the first quarter of the build, or at least the first half when I was still doing regular home spaces, I made a spa. But when I made that room, I actually really thought to myself, gosh, I would have loved to have kind of focused on just the sauna area, because I did kind of a hot tub, a sauna, a massage area, a Zen garden. Like, I tried to cram everything in that space that I could, that kind of all went together. But I was wanting to just do a sauna because I feel like a sauna by itself would make a lot of sense. So when I decided that I was going to do the last 5 floors of this build as kind of a hotel type space, I knew that there were amenities that I would look for if I was going to stay in a fancy hotel. And one of those amenities would be a sauna. So I was like, oh, I had that idea ages ago. Let's go ahead and do that, because I think it would make total sense to be in this section of the house, but also because it would make sense to be its own space. I mean, if you think about what a sauna really is, it's a very wet space that you would have to maintain in a very different way than you would most of the other spaces in the house, in the hotel, in the whatever. So even though I kind of felt like that might make for a relatively simple build, I still feel like it makes perfect sense to be in a house like this. And honestly, even though this is a relatively simple, straightforward build, I still had to do a lot of puzzling out, because I wanted to think about it not just like, oh, this is a sauna for one family, one household, whatever. There could be more than one person, more than one group staying here at any given time. So you also kind of want to make it private spaces a little bit. And so I did want to make sure I kind of at least made 2, with the limitations of the walls and the size of the rooms and stuff like that. You really, I mean, you could probably cram more in here than than 2, but I really wanted to make sure each space had kind of its own little sitting prep area, its own robes. I can't remember what I ran out of. Did I ran out of beams? I think that might have been what I ran out of and had to go to Scrooge's shop for, because I do end up using a ton of beams. The first part was me trying to figure out which wood tones I wanted to use together, which walls, which floors, because there's so many options now that, I really wanted to kind of test out both sets of the frozen sauna stuff with the walls and the beams, and then really kind of decide on the layout and then change the size of the room. Even though I don't shrink it a lot, I knew I didn't want this to be a full 12 by 12 because it is such a simple space. So now, oh yeah, and the sauna rock things were also, there were 2 varieties of them. I thought I was actually going to go with the bronze, the darker tone, because I tend to like that a little bit better. But I was surprised myself when I picked the gold tone, so there you have it. But now I'm just trying to recreate the math I had done before. I did want to create kind of some privacy walls with the beams too, so that, once somebody steps inside, they don't have to worry about if someone else came in to use the other side, that you would feel kind of exposed and awkward with them entering the room and using the other space. And I did discover that we don't really have a ton of wooden benches for some reason, or stone benches. The one I really wanted to use was the Magnolia. I think it's called the Magnolia bench from Mulan, and it's outdoor only. So I ended up going with this bamboo one, which is fine. It still works, but I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, I thought we had more options, and we really, really don't. So, oh well, we work with what we have. So now I'm just trying to come up with some lighting. I did have to suspend some disbelief. I don't think these lights would really be practical for a sauna, but I really love how they look, and I love the glow they give. I feel like that was the right vibe, so I definitely leaned into that more than, would these be good in this space with all the moisture in here? We'll just let it go. And I did try to mess around with adding some kind of decoration to the wall and some plants, but I don't think I end up going with a ton. Oh no, I remember what I do. We'll get there in a second. But they clip through everything So it made it a little tricky to try and use some of the plants. I didn't want to repeat the vine wall, but I did take a look at it. And so now I think we're just, oh, I went with these columns. I really love that they add just a little bit extra to the beams. There it is. I decided to go ahead and add these pet baths because they have the right look and they feel like if you brought your pet, you know, you might want them to have a little relaxation in the sauna with you, I guess. I don't know. It seems suiting to me to put them in here. Oh, and then this little fountain. I love that little fountain. It's super cute. All right, well, let's go inside and check it out. You know, it was really nice getting back to an idea that I'd had ages ago when I was building another room. And I'm so glad that I had a reason to do it. Like, just making this room focused entirely on the sauna experience was really nice to have. I really like the fact that I was able to get 2 full spaces in here, keep them really simple. This room is designed for one specific activity and one specific activity only. So although it meant that I didn't have to work too hard to find pieces to fit, I think it's so appropriate for the build. I think it works with another floor of amenities. Spoiler alert, if you didn't realize this was another floor of amenities, that is totally what we're doing. But I love the fact that I got to incorporate these little pet, like, spa bath things. I love the fact that I got to use this fountain again. I'm obsessed with this little fountain. I kind of sometimes wish it was a little bit bigger just because I think it's so stinking cute. But it was just like the perfect size, just enough little additional greenery for the space, the butterflies, like it just feels very peaceful and serene. And what a cute little thing to put in the entryway here. But yeah, I'm really enjoying even the simplest rooms in these last few builds that just add another layer of what you would love to have at a little specialty kind of boutique hotel space. And we're halfway through this floor already.
That's it for today's decorating adventure. If you liked this video, a thumbs up is a great way to let me know, and a subscription will keep you up to date on my latest shenanigans. If you want to hang out with me live, I stream on YouTube and Twitch on Thursday evenings and middays on Sunday. I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time.